my peaceful Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Sign, North, Nodian, folk, what's good? Peace, peace, y'all. Yes, this is your cycle reading for the cycle of Sebek, right? Today, Mercury retrograde, right? Wednesday. You know, I think I put this out on Tuesday, right? I'm trying to put it out on Tuesday, which is today. So we are in the Mercury retrograde time, folks, right? So you know that the energy is funny with Mercury floating backwards in the sky, right? So beware, be mindful, right? Be on your peaceful disposition, be on your neutrality, and all that good stuff, right? Before we do anything, right? Be on your balance, Scorpio, right? All right. That being said, let's go in. Let's talk to the Lunar Chair. Talk to Tehuti. Find out what we need to know. Wajet Tuchas. Wajet Tuchas. Sounds like Libra's reading all over again. Let's see. Wajet Tuchas. Nekabet Tema'at. Wah, wah, wah. So we know what this is. We know immediately that this is the woogly workers in the background. Can't get rid of them, boy. They love us. Here we go. Wajet to Nikabet Tem. Alright, Wajet to Chas, Nikabet Tem Chas. For the cycle of Mercury, the cycle of Sebek, right? During the Mercury retrograde, right? Okay, so, right, immediately we know that our mantra of choice is Om Kasham, right? Om Kasham employs three mantras for three energies. Om for Oser, which is neutrality, right, which is the Godhead, right, which is the true self, right? Ham, which is Wajet, or for Wajet, for the Wajet energy, and Kasham, which is for the Nekabet energy. Okay, so the Wajet is positive, the Nekabet is negative. Okay, it can be anything, but it's, you know, this is definitely some hidden forces, right? Hidden factors at work, right? Hidden factors trying to work on you in the situation. Okay, this is a given, right? So we know automatically, again, we be on our Amen. Am Kasham. Amen is what? The high vibration. You know, we bring the high vibration to this low vibration in order to defeat it, right? The low vibration cannot see what's high. It's as simple as that. If we can stay hovering up here, then the low vibration just goes underneath. We can watch it go by. Don't even have to get involved, right? But ultimately, that's what's defeating the low vibration that others are trying to send, right? We got juju workers in the background, hidden people who don't want to see you succeed, who don't want to see you do whatever it is you're trying to do. So they're trying to work you. They're trying to, you know, get in your thoughts, send your woogly stuff, right? You know, got little mojo hands and crap with your picture on it, right? We burn all of that. Burn that, right? Any images of me, any, you know, of my likenesses that you have out there, these will crumble before you and be the source of your demise as you return, as they return that energy upon yourself. We return sender. All negative energies. And so be it, right? So it is done. You know, now these people have to worry about the little juju mojo hands that they got in your name, right? They have to worry about what energy that's going to bring them now, right? Now they have to worry. You have to worry about whatever you got of my likeness, right, for the demise of me, because it's going to represent your demise. And so be it, right? Okay. So it's peace, right? We walk through this in peace. We get in our, our set water bubble, right, to deal with whatever's coming at us. We make sure that we are charged, right? Get our I say kung fu, I meant qigong, right? We're going to get on our qigong to make sure the life vitality is high, right? And we're going to let this slide up under us, right? We're going to send it back, right? We're going to send it back. You're going to do whatever you do to send it back, right? These people who sit in the background thinking they control circumstances, they're jokes. They're jokes because they have responded to that negative spirit, which tells them that they can, right? Which lends them a little bit of power to really get them involved, right? And really all they do is sow karma while they feed that spirit, right? You feeding a negative spirit with your goofiness while you're sowing yourself negative karma, okay? So, none of that stuff has to be our concern. That's a little bit of dirt on the shoulders, and we brush it away. Let's go to the I Ching. See what we're talking about. Open, close, closed, open, close, closed, open, close, closed, closed, open, stress, close, stress, close, open, stress, close, stress. This is the 50 hexagram. Hexagram of Juju. Yeah. Yep, this is the Juju hexagram, right? So, yeah, this is what we're talking about. People sending BS little Jujus around, right? But they can't defeat us. See, we are death, okay? Don't you understand? Scorpios are death. What you gonna do with us? You fuck around and die messing with a Scorpio, bro. Sis. You're foolish. You are foolish, right? Even the L's I took to, whatever Juju workers, I know that they hurt you more than they hurt me. Right? Whatever you tried to do to me in the past, your life is reeling about that because I am who I am. And this goes for all my Scorpios. We are who we are. We are death energy. We can transform, right? We bring the transformation to you. You can't go through a relationship with a Scorpio without changing in some way. You heard that? Yo, be at peace, yo. Be at peace, Scorpio. You got this. Don't even worry about it. All right, we got the 50. All right, watch this. Watch this. 50th hexagram. Watch this. Let me get my old man's on. I look a lot younger than I am, folks. Yeah. Duanater shows. Alright, so let me read this whole thing, right? This is the cauldron, right? The cauldron, which is the sacrificial vessel, right? This is the cooking pot, the Juju cooking pot for the priesthood, right? This is the big cooking pot that they will come and, cook up the herbs for, the priesthood, All right, so let's read. The ting is what it was called, right? The ting is the tripodal vessel of bronze with two handles used in ancient times primarily for sacrificial rituals. It is a symbol of spiritual power and an emblem of imperial power. The hexagram being composed of fire over wood signifies purification of the self and unlimited spiritual nourishing of others. The highest earthly values are sacrificed in the support and fostering of divine purposes. And this is what these individuals strive to emulate. All right. So it's, again, right? This is like transmutation, right, of the lower versus the higher, or the lower for the higher, right? You're sacrificing what is low within you in order to achieve the power, right, that exists at the top of the tree, okay? Okay. The controlling lines begin with the emptying of oneself to make room for the good, right? And progress to the apex where the good is dispensed with the blessing of heaven. The 64 hexagrams cover all aspects of life, and this one primarily deals with the mental and spiritual development of oneself and others, and is considered one of the more important hexagrams from the point of view of acting in accordance with the plan of heaven. Okay? You involved in the plan of heaven, okay? You know what I'm saying? So this YJet stuff, this little funny juju stuff, you know, this is food. Eat that food up and get strong, yo. Okay, look, where we at? This is not a separate career per se, but a 7 days a week, 24 hours a day activity. Those who have this as their natal hexagram will have special purpose in connection with matters of spiritual development. Some will be involved visibly, and others will be active behind the scenes. They may be found in almost any worldly career. Okay, that's the general about the hexagram, right? Yeah, so this is the realm of spiritual activity, right? Okay, line 5. All right, the governing line in the hexagram. The ting has yellow handles with golden rings. Firm correctness advantageous. Okay, so that's the first point of direction coming from this I King, right? It's saying, or I should say the major, right? It's not the first because the fifth line, but it's the main idea of the hexagram, right? The ting has yellow handles with golden rings. Yellow and gold, these are, you know, yellow is the color of the mean, right? Being in the middle, being peaceful, right? Golden rings, right? Firm correctness, advantageous. Line 5 is correctly placed and duly supported. Yellow implies the following of the golden mean. The golden rings imply that one's actions are particularly effective from the point of view of mental activity. This line points to the fact that the imagination is more powerful than knowledge when dealing with one's own mind or the mind of others. Firm correctness is essential in order for good and not evil to result, especially when influencing the mind of others as is done by leaders. For the most auspicious, he will be a man of noble character and great virtue and wise in the ways to handle men. He may be employed in the government of his country or negotiate for his country, and he will be an example well worth emulating. He will be trusted by the leaders and respected by his associates and by the people. He will have a rich and rewarding life. Least auspicious, he will also be an honest, noble person, good at communicating with people and of benefit to any enterprise with which he associates. He will have good and prosperous household and business, and he will have much good fortune. For the officer and official, a very good year. He will be assigned to a high position or will win a prize. Business and professional, written efforts will be especially effective. He will reap gains and win a coveted award. Ordinary people, a favorable year in many aspects with substantial gains, right? You know, so this is, you know, you did the ritual, right? You did the ritual and it turned out well, right? You focused your mind in such a way to achieve you a physical or a metaphysical result, and it ended well, right? Line 6. The ting has rings of jade. Great good fortune. Everything is beneficial now, right? A truly wise person renders service to his leader and nourishes the people just as the rings serve a ting, right? The handles serving the ting, right? Moving the ting, you know, doing its job, right? You are the handles of the ting, right? Okay. Jade is hard, pure, and valuable, and possesses a soft luster. Read that back. Jade is hard, pure, and valuable, and possesses a soft luster, thus signifying that this person possesses an exceptionally beneficial quality of leadership in what is desirable and right. This is enhanced by a love of people, which shows itself in penetrating consideration and tolerance. Right? On the mental plane, this line indicates that the finest actions spring naturally from perfected conscious inner self. Those depicted here will be among the most highly developed individuals in the world and will exert a beneficial influence wherever they are. For the most auspicious, he will be exceptionally wise in leading, guiding, and understanding people. He will be a man of great virtue, thoughtful, and communicative. Everything will go his way, and he will be of great benefit to others. He will have a rich and rewarding life. Own it right now. Go ahead and own it. I'm going to read this paragraph again, and I want you to own everything I just said in connection with what you might perceive to be negative juju coming at you from the outside. Let's do this again. The ting has rings of jade, great good fortune. Everything is beneficial now. A truly wise person renders service to his leader and nourishes the people, just as the rings of the ting serve the ting. Okay? Jade is hard, pure, and valuable, and possess a soft luster, thus signifying that this person possesses an exceptionally beneficial quality of leadership in what is desirable and right. This is enhanced by a love of people, which shows itself in penetrating consideration and tolerance. On the mental plane, this indicates that the finest actions spring naturally from a perfected conscious inner self. Those depicted here will be among the most highly developed individuals in the world and will exert a beneficial influence wherever they are. Most auspicious, he will be exceptionally wise in leading, guiding, and understanding people. He will be a man of great virtue, thoughtful and communicative. Everything will go his way. And he will be a great benefit to others. He will have a rich and rewarding life. Even for the least auspicious, he will also be fine and noble, but will live in seclusion, helping others indirectly through ideas, writings, and philanthropy. He will also have a highly satisfactory life. Officer and official, those in active positions will retreat, those in inactive positions will advance. All will exert much influence. Business and professional, his actions and efforts will be supported and promoted by others. Ordinary people, a good and stable year with gains. All external influences begin within. All right, so I hope you internalize this. If you didn't, run that back and go into trance while I'm talking, right? See and visualize every line I just said within your person. This is the ting, right? You are working this spiritual magic upon your mind and by extension upon the world. Okay? We said at the fifth line, imagination is more powerful than knowledge. So this is very much a hexagram that implores you to go within to trance, to sow and cultivate, right? Use the mind, right? The Egyptians said, all is mind, right? So this is where we start everything. All right? You are free from the mistakes and errors of the past few days and are on beneficial course, right? That's the, condensations for daily cycles, right? For the fifth line, right? For the sixth line, the circumstances are entirely favorable and the work being done is in accord with the will of heaven. Good fortune. All right. You gotta say more. Okay, this goes into the 28. Right? 28 is a hexagram that speaks of a special event, right? A special event, right? Something that is out of the ordinary that is happening, right? you know, and that could be for good or for bad, right? You have different lines, right? But ultimately, you know, it's an out of the ordinary circumstance, right? So it goes right along with what the 50 is, right? The ting, right? The cooking pot, right? So you're cultivating through your inner work, right? Through your trance ability, right? Through your concentration, right? Through your honing of your skills, and you're concentrating on whatever it is that you're doing. You're cultivating this work, right? And it's going to represent a positive, unexpected event, right? Let us talk to the tarot. Yeah, so yeah, you know, sometimes we see Wajet and we can bet, you know what I mean, and we get nervous. Nah, it's just saying, you know, sometimes we have situations just because we need them. You know, Sebek, right? Sebek is the opener of the way. Sebek is, we say, you know, Dua and Sapion in Sapien Onk Ma'at, right? Sapien is the testing of my living, of truth. So Sebek will come and test you. It will challenge you with various things to grow you, you know, so that you can grow into your stuff. See, you know, living the Kemetic tradition, you know, it's not about, you know, just, you know, I'll just pray to God and God gonna deal with it. No, it's your responsibility to deal with all things, right? We come to the earth for self-mastery, whether you know it or not, right? Whether you on that or not, you should be on that, right? Self-mastery, that's taking responsibility. Nothing saves me. You know, there's nothing out there that's going to save me if I'm not trying to save myself, right? So that's the thing, right? The thing is, first we save ourselves, then we get the assistance of those other characters, right? Our deities, our, you know, Shepsu, you know, things like that, right? You know, but the responsibility for it is here, you know? So you're going through something, look to solve it, right? Look to, you know, whether it's get on the phone with some advisors, you know, whether it's, you know, throw some bones, you know, whatever it may be, right? You have the responsibility to take it upon yourself to fix it. And that's where we at, right? We cultivate this stuff for ourselves, right? All right. What is Scorpio? What are tarot talking about, tarot? Whoa, got a lot of stuff. And the one that comes up is the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so we got a lot of cards. Eight of Wands in the reverse. So this is communications. This is, you know, either, you know, this could be, you know, miscommunications. This could be, you know, not getting a communication, right? That's how it occurs to me, a communication. You know, maybe this is part of the juju that's coming at you. Some spell to make you not get the communication, right? But you rebuke that, you know, burn some sage around your energy to make sure that it's clear, you know, to make sure that your intentions are going forward, right? All right, we got the Ten of Cups, right? Right, so these are all, how are we going to do this? All right, we're going to take this like this, right? So this is the crowning of the reading, right? There are communications trying to get to you, and they're in jeopardy of not getting to you. Okay, Ten of Cups, Magician, okay? Right, so this is the family or the Sheps, right? Pardon me, right? Whatever it is, it's harmonious, good stuff, right? Family or the Sheps, right? The Magician, right? Could be the you know, these people, could be people in your family throwing magic at you. Yo, stranger things, bro, have happened. Because look, the next one is the Four of Wands in the reverse. That's an unhappy home. And the way this is like, you know, everybody gathering around my man on the upright, you know, everybody gathering around him, like, yeah, you know, it's a celebration. Well, here is the reality, you know, they looking at that man and they ain't celebrating. Family ain't celebrating this individual, right? And love's lost. Cups, Ace of Cups is in the reverse. Yeah. So the love is lost, right? These guys are trying to, these guys are trying to, whether it's your community, your family, probably both. People throwing juju around, they're trying to, not see you celebrate. And they don't love you no more, right? It is what it is. They don't love you no more. Sometimes you gotta accept what it is, man. Sometimes that's what it is, and you gotta accept it. You know what I mean? But we can still smile about it. We can still smile about it. Why? Because we got us. You know what I mean? We got us, and watch. In the end, we're gonna change all of y'all. Because we are who we are. We are who we are. Okay? The highest level of the Scorpion is the Phoenix, and when the Phoenix rises, all will see. All right, what we got here? Okay, on the bottom, we got that page energy, right? The page energy is in reverse, right? Right? Page of Wands is in the reverse to the Justice. Okay, Justice, right? So there's, karmas, right? Page of Wands in reverse, many times that Juju card comes up and it's the Wands, right? It's the Wands energy is the Juju thing, right? So this Page of Wands, right? This is an immature focusing of energy, right? Anytime you're doing something, negatively against others, you're being immature. You're on some immaturity because it's not the way you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to play God. Anybody out here trying to play God in another person's life, well, you're going to get justice, right? Justice is going to come for you, or karma is going to come for you, right? That's going to represent a 5 of Swords in the reverse, right? You're going to take a L. That's an L right there for you. Not you, my collective, but those coming against us. We're going to see an L, justice, right? For this baby juju work that's coming at us, okay? You're throwing that baby work out there. All right, let's see what else we got. The paint says Page of Pentacles, right? Trying to mess up Pentacles, right? Yeah, this is an attack against Pentacles, right? But the moon is in reverse, right? So what is hidden is coming to the light, right? We end in cycles, right? And obviously somebody's pissed. Usually they get that way when you get pissed, right? When you be on your strength, right? When you get strong, people get pissed off, right? But, that's whatever. We ain't got to worry about that. Just continue to be strong, right? And at the end of the day, 7 of Swords is in reverse. So the deception will be uncovered. The deception is being uncovered, okay? That's what we're doing right here. We're uncovering the deception. But this, as you apply your peace, right? As you apply your high vibration, right? As you apply the Aham Kasham mantra, right? And you apply your mental focus, right? On, getting this stuff off you because it's nothing. Then this comes to the light, right? This comes to the light. You might want to do a return to sender as well. There's the last card here, right? The King of Wands is in reverse, right? So who's behind this stuff is this Aries, Leo, Sag individual, right? Aries, Leo, Sag individual who is egotistical, weak-willed, right? And, overbearing, controlling, that type of thing, right? This individual is going to have to reckon, right? You're going to have issues. This individual is going to have issues based upon all of this stuff, right? All right, a lot of stuff going on, right? But be mindful of your communications, right? Make sure you check in your messages, right? First of all, before all of that, you're going to do your rituals to the Sheps, right? Such that you need a spiritual team to help you, in life, period. Because you got crap like this coming at you, right? So employ your spiritual team, as you go forward, through this Mercury retrograde cycle, right? And only half of it is Mercury retrograde anyway. But still, employ your spiritual team. That way we can deal better with these communications. And make sure that you, put it out there that you need to receive your communications, right? You set the intention of getting everything that's supposed to come to you, right? yeah, be careful with this, with your family. Be careful with your family, man. You know, a lot of them don't want to see you successful, and that's a shame. That's a damn shame. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know what I mean? I gotta say it. I'm not talking to white folk here. What's that about? What is that about, man? This is what we on. This is what we on. Jealousy within the family, you know, lack of support. Oh, why does he got to get this first? Why does she have to get this? I don't want them to get it before me. Goofy shit. Where, you know, I mean, where if they was just to remain right, they could have got it with you. You know, they could have been a part of it. You know what I mean? Because you can't stop destiny. Can't stop destiny. This is why I'll remain in a high vibration. You know what I mean? High vibration will get me over family BS. Anyway, right? So yeah, be mindful of your happiness. You know? Jujufy your happiness, right? Cultivate it. You know what I'm saying? Go into trance. Seeing yourself where you're supposed to be, right? Put that juju on it. Put that third eye on it. And it's coming. It's coming for you. Okay? Yeah, the machinations of the event, right? You know, negative juju, the justice, right? They taking L's, okay? Right? Pentacles, you know, they focus on your pentacles, but this is coming to light, right? This moon in reverse. You end in cycles with people. You might have to stop messing with people. Like, you know, if you haven't already cut people off that you used to deal with, then it's what you got to do, right? The strength card. Strength card is here. Lessen your burdens. Walk away, right? 5 of Cups in reverse, right? Lessen your burdens, 10 of Wands. Be strong, right? Get your strength on, right? And then this 7 of Swords comes to light, right? Yeah, you know, this deception, right? These lies, they come to the fore, you know? At the end of the day, Wheel of Fortune. Fortune goes in your favor, all right? And, you know, where you reverse something on this King of Wands in reverse, who started all of this, right? King of Wands in reverse. Ain't that nothing? All right. It is what it is, folks. So this is what it is, right? Be on your juju game, folks. Be on your, you know, all seeing eye, right? You know what I mean? Reach out to the universe and, you know, grab your connection. You know, make sure that your connection is in you, walking around with you. Stay in the high vibration. All right? Peace and love, my Scorpios. We're going to do it again.